abilities. These behaviors help keep our whales active and engaged. You know, SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with all of you here today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
All of that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors help strengthen social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. Their scientific name is Orcinus orca. Their common name, killer whale. But here at SeaWorld, all 5 members of our pod have their own identities and names. The oldest is Katina, our 43-year-old female and matriarch. Next, we have Nalani and Malia, followed by Trua and Makayo, 2 of our male killer whales. Makayo is the youngest member of our killer whale family at 9 years old and Katina's youngest son. Now, one of the first behaviors that we're going to teach our animals, and some of the most important, are for husbandry behaviors. And you might not know it, but all of you are trained for husbandry behaviors as well. So think about when you go to the doctor and your doctor asks you for a blood sample. You know to hold out your arm, right? And your doctor takes that blood sample from the inside of your elbow. Well, killer whales don't have elbows like you and I do, so we had to get a little bit creative. Now both Joe and Stacy are here with 2 of our female killer whales. They've asked them to flip over onto their back and present them with their tail flukes. Now there's a vein that runs along the inside of each lobe of their tail flukes, and that's exactly where we'd be able to take that blood sample from. Now not only is this a great way to get a look at our killer whales' entire bodies, but they have very sensitive skin. So this is a great way for us to be able to build our relationship with the killer whales as well. So another important husbandry behavior, and something that you are trained for as well, is actually getting a weight on our killer whales. So just like you know to step all the way up onto the scale, in one of our adjacent pools, we have a large platform, our killer whale size scale. And we're simulating that for you right here on our slide out. We've asked our killer whales to slide their entire bodies up onto the slide out. But you'll notice from their dorsal fin all the way back to their tail flukes, that's called their peduncle. It could weigh a couple of 100 pounds. Now you'll notice that it's in the water right now. We'd be missing out on all of that weight. So we have to ask our killer whales to hold their entire bodies out of the water. Excellent. Now this is a behavior that you would see over the course of our presentation, but know that this is one of our most critical husbandry behaviors. Now we weigh our younger killer whales to make sure that they're growing properly, and our older killer whales to make sure they're